Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to a fine Saturday evening, or whatever it happens to be in your time zone. I'm sectoral leader Cody, and I'm Cody. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. We have a number of folks coming in, and Twitch has a track history over these past couple days of not counting people as freaking viewers. Look, I look over the average statistics for genuine statistics, not statistics that Twitch has effed up. I am looking for... I want them to be accurate. I want them to be accurate. Gives me a good idea of how things went overall. Congrats on getting first, Omega. Congrats on getting second, Aqua. Congrats on getting third, Cake. Welcome on in. Also, welcome on in, Sangi and Jay. Welcome on in, Rosie. I hope everybody's having a lovely time zone so far. Also, a big welcome to those of you arriving on a lurk. Whether Twitch will actually acknowledge your lurk or not, it has been questionable. Well, I mean, it's been questionable for the past several months, but these past few days, I've noticed Twitch just deciding, oh yeah, we don't want to count this person. Oh yeah, we don't want to count this person either. They're back on that again. You know, Twitch, you could just be honest and say that you don't like viewers or something like that. You could say, oh wait, yeah, I guess your stakeholders would jump off board or overboard if that was the case. But like, that's how you're behaving, Twitch. That's how you're behaving. Aqua checking in for 91 sessions with an attendance rate of 98.9. Omega with that 92 and 100%. We've got Cake checking in with that 85 sessions, attendance rate of 95.5%. Heck yes. Oh yeah. So yeah, there was Mario Sunshine music earlier, so that part of the VOD might or might not get muted. Because that's actually one of the few things that winds up getting muted on Twitch's side of all the things that I play. I don't remember which Mario Sunshine music it is. It might just be Delfino Plaza that gets muted, but it might be something else too. I don't remember which one. I know YouTube really like to do that too, but as long as the copyright claims are there and make sense, and are not intentionally trying to troll me, like Bravely Defaults, I don't go through the effort of removing. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It's not like it's not like you're allowed to make money on YouTube, anyways. They get the rate of 22 out of 100, which is only one number different because RNG is uncreative and doesn't know how to like browse all the other ranges. We've got to browse like different factors of 10 there in order for us to see what's going on and all that. Just consistent rough around the edges and all that stuff. I did manage to get the 10 to 19 range. There you go. Raiden is a reflection of life events. Yes, I would rate life events right now a 16 out of 100. That is correct. Yeah, life right now is a pretty real life right now is pretty lame. 2026 hasn't done a very good job so far. Hoping that 2026 will aim for better. I mean, it's already 2026 is already on bad terms with me, so this year's got some making up to do. At the least, community-wise, it's been a freaking blast in the community here. Loving that so far. Oh, Rosie also checked in for the 37th session with an attendance rate of 97.4. We got some pretty darn good attendance rates. We've also got 39 sessions with Jay. Heck yes. Gonna do that more often. I'll tell you where you're at. And if you acquire a hard to reach attendance rate, it starts displaying too. But they're not the easiest to reach. That's the thing. If you've seen a percentage there, that's probably a pretty difficult to reach percentage. Oh my goodness. Okay, so before we get started with Outbrk and reduce my VTuber to 0.5 to 1 frames per second, we're going to take just a quick little look here at a reason why I'm rebalancing the passive race. I'm changing the way the points gradually accumulate so that people are not constantly smacking the cap, because that stream yesterday was a little over 7 hours, and we had 3 different people hit the cap and get stuck there. So first, second, and third ended up being tied because of that, because you couldn't go beyond that. And I'm not raising that limit. I'm not raising that limit anytime soon. I don't remember if the Mario Kart games cap is 999 or if it's higher than that. There's no reason for it to be higher than 999, because even if you set your race amounts to max, I don't think you can reach 1,000. Yeah, my quick math is telling me that 48 times 15 does not go over 1,000. No, it doesn't. 720. 720 is as high as you're going to see. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try to say your name right. I'm not the best at this, but let's try it. Oh, wait. I see now. Sasuke, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I read the whole name a couple times and I was like, wait a minute. We're just briefly looking at statistics before we go out chasing storms. This stream actually has statistics happening in the background and all this stuff. It's like number of sound clips played, or there's a little passive race that runs in the background, and people gradually like accumulate distance and all that stuff, and then items will randomly hinder or boost them. So there's also that happens. That happens every like 5 minutes. All that secretly happens in the background. And all while we're having a good time. Today, we're going to be chasing tornadoes. Yesterday was one heck of a stream, too. Jeez. But yeah, we had a bit of a problem with the cap being hit, so I've adjusted how fast the distance thing is calculated. I think it's every 2 minutes now, but I did increase how many points people get per, but I also did not increase certain other things. So the accumulation is actually a little slower. Jason and Mainers. Oh yeah, we're going to be doing that pretty darn soon here. In fact, I'm going to bring us back over here, because I was only bringing you over to that page to because that was a problem yesterday with people hitting the cap. So, oh my goodness. There's some stuff I've been working on in the background with Firebot, which I forgot to resize. There we go. Oh, is it still? No, that's a good size. There's some things that I've been working on since yesterday when Firebot forgot all of its variables again. I have a little backup thing now. I have a failover backup. I got that implemented. So now we've got, at the end of each stream, the statistics and all that's not statistics. The variables will get backed up into a separate file. Then, if the next day the variable file is detected to be blank, it restores from backup. So that should help. Also, if the blank thing happens during stream, the backup will not happen. So the backup file will still be safe. Although I will have to fix a few variables because things change during stream. Now, I have to get Steam launched here. I keep forgetting to launch Steam. I don't run Steam all the time in the background because it'll periodically download stuff, which can interfere with some of the other things that I'm doing, so... yeah. Also, I see a streak, but hold on, I'm just cleaning my glasses. Sector leader doesn't wear glasses, but I do. Rosie with the 25 stream streak. My goodness. You know, those streaks are not the easiest to build because they're a little they can be unreliable. Like my goodness. Sometimes with Twitch and there's streaks sometimes. Oh, did we get any updates from... No updates from Outbrk yet. Once we hit the end of the month, they'll probably have their monthly update, though. And they usually do a pretty good job at telling us where they're at with all that good stuff. Has any of the games that I've been playing actually updated recently? No? I guess not. Okay, that's fine. Oh, except for Hytale. Hytale's updated like 50 plus times because they apparently they don't know what a beta branch is. Oh, a little too eager with the Hytale updates. Although user end, you don't end up seeing the update button nearly as often, but if you, heavens forbid, you run a community server. If you run a community server, you get bombarded like every... Oh, sorry. 1 to 2 times a day at this point. Keep it in beta. If it's unstable, don't roll it out to everybody. Wait, we want to add this in. We want to add this in. Beta branch. Or nightly branch. Firebot actually has a nightly branch. Alright, before we get right in with Outbrk here, I do have to fix the resolution as per always. The, it's my specific monitor setup causes Outbrk to become way too large and forget what resolution it was previously set to. I'm going to go into here, go into graphics. I'm going to swap it to there. And then I'm going to swap it back to 1080. Okay, we're all good with that. Okie dokie. Oh, also we need to do a change and... Oh, my character did move to the left automatically. Fantastic. Oh, whoops, what am I doing? Go into settings into Outbrk to get it to display. No, I have to tell OBS here to target Outbrk because it's still looking for Planet Coaster 2, which we played on Thursday. Okay. Ride as a passenger for 150 kilometers. Swap. There we go. Drive for 100 kilometers, which is pretty easy to achieve. Wow, my VTuber's already lagging. Usually my VTuber isn't as laggy in the menu, so that's interesting. Hopefully there's no extra processes running. Oh, system is hogging a bunch of CPU again. That's getting real fast. I love it when it's a generic system. You don't even know what's actually hogging the CPU. Also, another thing I want to check, I want to make sure... I'm pretty sure Firebot squashed this issue when they went through a major update, but sometimes the VTuber application here will mistakenly be grouped with Firebot for some reason. Okay, it is not. Good. Oh yeah, this could cause problems. This could cause problems, so I'll just shut those down. Oh my goodness!
Wowie zowie!
That's Key. Welcome on in, Key, with the 16 months. We're already a quarter of a way into the second year. My goodness, thank you very much, Key. I appreciate that. And it's with a Prime 2. That is fantastic. Thank you very much. And also, welcome on in. we're going to be getting started with our first chase. I like to solo. I don't like play. I don't always like playing with randos. Although on the second half on Thursday, there we did technically play with strangers. It was us fighting Susano because why not? I mean, Susano's also a pretty fun time, and Stormblood was before they made normal bosses a little more difficult, like bordering on some of the early X mechanics. Why not a Pokemon? Of course. A Pokemon with a name that's a pun. Yep, that checks out. That definitely checks out. What are we in for today? Hopefully not rib cage. Sometimes we get rib cage on the radar, and I find those results very iffy. Oh, this one's promising. I mean, you have rubbish, and he's just a trash bag. Yep. Ah, first cell. They're going to be changing the way a lot of these spawn. And hopefully they'll be fixing weird things like this, where you get velocity off of something with no reflectivity. Alright, what kind of environments are we in for? Dew points look promising. The cape looks explosive. Jeez. Okay. Oh, we got some disturbance in the upper. Mid. Oh, we got disturbance in mid. And low. This looks like a pretty good formula. So many things are favorable right now. What direction is everything moving in? Okay, everything appears to be moving over here. So we're going to be sort of south then. I'm glad we spawned in Westport. Remember my ADHD medicine this time? Heck yes. Forgot mine. Thanks for the reminder. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Good time to say med check for those of you who do have them. For those of you who do require them. Very important to remember that stuff. I'm so thankful I'm not reliant on any of it. Because my memory is not the most reliable. I think I can count on myself to actually remember? Not sure. Not sure about that one. Alright, so we got some driving down south to do. We might not get the best viewing angle if we're lining up for intercept, because I have a feeling there's going to be a decent-sized hail core. My long term is great. My short term, yep. My long term remembers some very odd things sometimes. I have my phone programmed for reminders. However, I don't always remember my phone. Fair enough. I don't use my phone too much. So I'm actually not a person who's very phone reliant. It may be partially because mobile phone was introduced to me later in my life, which is fine by me, honestly. I find my phone pretty annoying at times. If there's a lot of notifications coming in, I don't like it. Ah, yes, we do indeed have the command guide, and I thought it didn't have descriptions, but there is a description column. We'll just do that. We're going to turn on the headlights, too. Every single chart that we have available for us right now is saying Severe thunderstorm, tornado. Severe thunderstorm, tornado. There are things I wish my long-term can delete. Extra things that we just don't need to know. Or things that's like, I didn't learn anything from that. Why is this in my memory? It's actually the sectoral leader's policy on the pass and that. He only uses it for a reference. Experience and all that, figuring out patterns. That's it. I wish I could erase 2005 to 2009. That wasn't my most miserable range, but yeah, everybody's got some. Everybody's got their bad years for sure. I think I moved during that period of time. Ah, that was high school. Junior high was my most disliked. Right, that's how you get out. Oh my goodness! Look at this. We've got rotation. We've got really good reflectivity. We got wicked energy. We've got great dew points. We got support on all levels. This is going to be quite something. This could potentially be very dangerous. Oh, is it? Is it planning on... No, okay, we might have to move north. I dislike junior high myself. By the time we hit high school, I had very well-steeled defenses. I discovered the power of shrugging things off, and well, let's just say it shut down any bullying that tried to start. Didn't really get much in high school because I was just like, this is a waste of time. Entertaining these people are a waste of my time. I've got better things to do. I got more productive things to do. There we go. Ah! Stay. Good, Dominator. Good. 2020 to 2023, maybe because I hope. Yeah. Although, perhaps our reasons were a little different from one another. I am furious with how the government handled it. And that is what caused the worst of it for me. That's what caused all the mental health issues and all that, and it wasn't just me. Shutting down my bowling alley? Because you're just prohibiting people, you're essentially barring people from participating in certain athletics. Which keeps people healthy. And they're just like, no, you're not allowed to be healthy. Oh yeah, here's all this, here's all the like 50 plus media sources telling you to be fearful and raise your blood pressure. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, gee, thanks. We upped our procedures, obviously, for like hygiene and all that stuff. We don't want to catch any of that crap. I've still caught I'm still fairly certain, though, I've caught something worse than that COVID stuff that went around, because I have caught an illness that attacks the muscles before. Those freaking suck. They're actually less common, but they really, really suck when you catch them. Couldn't use my legs for a day. So I just decided, you know what, screw it. All right, I guess I'm just lying in bed for a day. Was able to use my legs the next day, thank goodness. I'm doing great now and survived cancer. Oh my goodness, yeah. What when we're all over with? When you're done with cancer, that feels good. Okay, so there is a tornado here. Ah, there it is. Is this tornado heading towards us, or is it going to wind up going a little north of us? I need more wipers. I need LED lights. There we go. Make things even brighter. It really does. And honestly, I have to thank the Japanese doctors wholeheartedly. Oh, technology's probably forward a few stages over there too, which that's extra helpful. It's a shame. It's a shame that North America doesn't do a very good job at advancing technology as fast. But that's because a lot of hospitals here have a very hindering problem, and that is their administration side eating up well over half their budget, and then them claiming they can't afford to treat people. I should add 2024 to my wish to erase those stuck on the couch because they ankle foot and end up getting a blood clot in the leg and then in the left lung. I was in the hospital for 2 days. Yeah, that doesn't make for a very good year at all. Is there a parameter that I can't access that is causing these storms to be way lamer? There are parameters that we don't have on here that I do look for in a storm as well. Bulk shear is something that I look at. It can't be too high, the storms will tear themselves apart, but it can't be too low, because how the heck are you going to get vortices if if there's not much going on there? Okay, so it's this. I still don't see it. Is it moving straight towards us? According to this cone, it is moving towards us. I don't see it. It's somewhere in there. I think we'll see it soon enough. Also, I should be looking over here, actually. Hail, can you go away? No hail. I can't even tell where it is. Apparently, we're pointing right towards it. It cost me nothing. In the States, 300,000 easy. Oh my goodness, yeah. Ugh. Now paying over 8K to an over 8K hospital bill. I think I'm down to 5K. My insurance covered a massive chunk, was like 40K. Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness the insurance covered a good chunk of that. That's freaking unpaid. Freaking healthcare systems in the US. And to think, there's a dumb province called Alberta that wants to make a shift closer to that kind of healthcare system. I thought I saw a debris signature for a moment. I'll get the hydrate. Oh! Hold on. Look what just emerged from the clouds. Okay, we need to move over here. Okay, I'll take care of the care package in just a bit. Are you moving towards here? No. You are obsessing with the north. Again. How much longer will it be going north? That's a good question. Asking all the good questions here. Okay. I'm going to put the anchor down just in case. Yeah, it's moving towards us. Let's get the probe down. Okay. All right. Into the safety. Okay. Now we're going to have a beverage. This tornado is moving directly towards us. I see the dot on the probe right now. It is aiming for the little dot, which is right where the probe is. Don't turn! Keep heading straight towards us! It's the danger radius. Are we going to get a direct hit? I think we are. Here we go! Whee! Woo! Well, that was fun. That'll count as a direct hit on our statistics. Thanks for the care package, Key. We gotta wait. Oh, there's an RFD coming out from it, too. Oh, my goodness. The winds are still dangerous right now. We've actually got a rear flank downdraft heading at us. There we go. Now it would be safe to go out. Well, that was pretty cool. I think that went directly over the probe, too. Okay, snackies and a stretch. Well, welcome on in, Jazz. I'm not sure if you just missed it or if you caught it, but we're off to a really good start in Outbrk. That's probably one of the most direct hits we've had. It's not the highest wins I've recorded, but my goodness, hats off to this tornado for deciding to go right at us. What a beauty. Yep, there you go. Distance, 0 meters. It ran right over the probe. It ran right over us. 258 kilometers an hour. And that was worth 6,880. Doing the Krista hugs. Seeing if Krista will get excited enough that she'll wind up squishing everybody into a big hug. All the hugs. Okay, where should we... Oh my goodness, I gotta go all the way over here. Also, I liked how this tornado emerged. Everyone gets one but Tit Shark. Omega gets a sword instead, apparently. An 18. For 6 damage. No cliff nearby. Why is Resource Monitor... Oh, right, because I was suspecting some problems. Resource Monitor, can you minimize? Get out of here. There we go. I know system is hogging a bunch of space. But you gotta go all the way to the other side of this really bad road network. Tornado warning expansion. This tornado's bigger now. If we get a direct hit this time, we'd probably get some higher wind speeds. Apparently, new Resident Evil games coming out and Japan's going crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I haven't been to Fort City in a while. New Resident Evil. Fun stuff. Oh, video call my sister. I had to call to prove how the cat was actually cuddling me. Oh my goodness. It's adorable when they do that. The nickname Buffy Devil Cat. Dang, how do you find out Dimenda's nickname? No, it's... Actually, a lot of people call her Demon Lady. Even though she's technically not a demon. She's technically not a demon, but she has enslaved demons, so... Or she just simply convinced them to join her. You know, it depends on whether they try to resist or cause other problems. Oop, this is not a valid road. We used to call Oreo. Sadly. Same, because that's what the vets called him. Oh my goodness. We all know what what demon Dimenda would be if she was a demon, though. Probably a succubus. Probably. Who are you to decide whether a road is valid or not? All roads are valid. All roads are beautiful. Welcome on in, Bucket. Oh, let me be very careful with where I'm going. I think we can... Oh, we cannot see the tornado. We're going to have another repeat of the tornado fading in. Oh, if it makes it to us, because it lost one half of its rotation. Oh, what's the energy like here? Oh, there's still lots of energy. Upper level exists, mid level, and low level is there. It's not as strong as it was before, but it's there. I have Maine Coon on my lap again. Oh my goodness. Maine Coon is back. Oh, we might actually be in a good spot for this tornado. But we're not going to know until it fades in out of the hail core that's over us. Yeah, the target has to be valid, unfortunately. Or, I think there's a specific... There's specific arguments that actually work despite them not being usernames, but... Hug me / myself will be, it's essentially like requesting a hug, and Krista gives you a hug. Hug them anyway. All the hugs. Tornado, where are you? It might have gotten stunted by the rotation in that, so we might have to wait for it to... Oh. It might redevelop near us. We gotta be careful. The rotation is resurgent now, and it's pretty close to us. And I think it's moving towards us. Yeah, it's moving towards us. There's a lot of lightning. Really bad for people with photosensitivity. Eesh. My client I look after is an ex-Mancoon breeder. Oh my goodness. All the kitties. Right now we have a 2-to-2 cat-to-dog ratio. But our one cat is getting old, and and he has like a few a few symptoms of old age. Don't think it's like really bad yet. But we're gonna lose but we could lose our 2-to-2 ratio, and I'm not for that. I don't think that's cool. It'll be too many dogs, not enough cats.
I wonder what this button does.
It's red button time. Wait, what did it do? OBS, what did it do? Oh. Oh. I see. Explosions. Explosions.
Kaboom!
Oh! Easter egg explosion! Oh my goodness.
Kaboom!
Okay, for RNG, you suck. RNG, it's like RNG forgot to roll a different number. Oh my goodness. There was 3 cats, 3 dogs, 4 snakes, and 1 lizard. I'd love to have some birds. Did I,
Miss.
Miss. Ah, yes, it did wind up being a miss. Yeah, we actually have a lot of different sound clips, too. They're through exclamation mark commands. Sorry, I heard bird lady, and then I heard a jingle behind me. I was like, what was that? Finn, welcome on in! I hope you're having a lovely time zone. We were just sitting here hoping that a tornado would spawn, and then a tornado decided not to spawn. Despite there being lots of energy, it decided not to spawn. We're probably going to have to look for a different... Ah, wait, where's this going? Okay. Since this tornado's moving slow, we're going to move down the other road. I know how many I've given. Oh yeah, it only tells you how many hugs you've given to others when you hug somebody. Beastie. It actually only tells you how many hugs you've received if you request a hug. First hug since I implemented this. Our cat has left. She stretched at the door. Which is how she tells me that she would like to leave. Oh yeah, we got a lot of QEs in chat. A lot of amazing people. All right, do we have a tornado back on the ground here, or is it still struggling? Can I at least get a fungal cloud picture? I was gonna say, can we get a wall cloud picture? But wall clouds don't exist anymore. They're pretty much extinct. We also haven't rolled an old enough scenario to actually see wall clouds. There's so many more scenarios, and also they rigged the RNG so that the newer scenarios are more likely to roll, so, yeah. Can't throw something? You can't throw something because we are playing Outbrk, and Outbrk, eats up 80% of my CPU, and, or, wait, 60% of my CPU, and the, streaming software eats up the rest. I actually turn off the throw-in stuff whenever... Yeah, whenever we're playing Outbrk, pretty much. Oh, I went way past. What am I doing? Actually, you know what? This might be alright. No, it's not alright. The tornado's back over there. Why is the tornado way over there? I'm gonna put the anchor on just in case. Hello, tornado. Hello again. I don't think you're heading towards me. You can head towards me if you want to. I'm right here. But, why are you still moving south? There's not even that much space for you to move south. According to the probe, the tornado is south of. There go the trees. Oh, it's gonna give me a view from the side. Dang. Did tuber affect it? To some extent. It uses some resources. Tornado's getting stronger as it goes. So we did wind up getting that. Okay, while we wait for things to be safe again. Velocity. Where is everything going? Okay, this road is probably impractical, but if the tornado's moving at a slow speed, we might be able to get away with this. Munchies, welcome on in. Flat 2D model, save you CPU usage. Oh yeah, PNG Tuber probably would. It'd probably be enough to make a difference, too. They Friday, my PC wouldn't let me make a single player lobby in Faz while streaming. Oh, jeez. Crash schedule 3 times. Wow. Yeah, you can make a special PNG or whatever, kind of cheapy type tuber when you do Outbrk. That would definitely be very helpful. I've wanted to make a speak and a static or something like that so I could do the PNG tuber. I don't have the time to do it myself. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? There is no right turn there. Everyone, today my PC was being an annoying PC. Was it a post-Windows update? Wouldn't surprise me if it was a post-Windows update. Basically told me a hard drive is failing and I need to back up 2 terabytes of that. Oh, jeez. I'm glad it at least gave you a heads up. Some hard drives don't tell you that at all. Or it's like, oh, surprise, your hard drive is dying. Or you have to figure out the signs yourself. Really slow read and write activity. Most hard drives have a component on them that detects when hard drives are beginning to fail, but... yeah. They don't always work. Oh, hello. Is the tornado over here? Why is the tornado here? Okay. We're anchoring? We're lucky we anchored when we did? Okay, so we caught the tornado right on time. We didn't have enough time to put the probe out. Cleared it onto another 8 terabyte data and it fixed itself. Oh, heck yes. Thank goodness for that. Too late to put the probe down. Okay, tornado is still on the move. Oh, Hook Echo's still there too. Next area for us to chase it will be over here. Oh, but first I gotta get the anchor off. I lose my streak. I don't know. Twitch is really good at taking people's streaks away unreasonably. Oh, I saw that 20 streak, Helio. Oh my goodness. It doesn't show up on Firebot. I always have to glance over for it. And Munchie's rebuilding another streak after Twitch decided to mysteriously knock it down because for some reason Twitch just likes to do that. Not Chris. Welcome on in. How was the end of Wind Waker? It was fantastic. I think we did it. Yeah, we did. We beat it without using even one fairy. This is a little iffy here. And we got an annoying fence on the other side, which does not help. Yeah, we're gonna start by anchoring. Nope, too close. Or is it? Where is it? I could have put something down. Is it too late to run away? It is not too late to run away. So we're gonna run away. I'm going to my marker. I'm going to my marker. We got ads coming up pretty soon here, just as a heads up. Omega shares with me a cozy game. What did I do? Instantly puts it on wish list. Oh my goodness. Do I have to look through trees to estimate where the tornado's going? Because that's not my idea of a fun challenge. Oh, this tornado's a quitter! I saw the hook being pulled back in. Oh, we might get a redevelopment over here. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this. We still got a bit of rotation here, so we can't say this is totally safe yet. Oh. Like right in the middle of the storm. The storm has sort of swallowed up the interest in weather, I see. No focused rotation over here. That's the problem with this line here. Hey, look, there's a thunderstorm at the SES main base. Now look at that. I just need a thunderstorm over here. Okay. There's our update. Oh, really? I'm going after that. With practically no fuel. Well, actually, that is on the way to a fuel station, so why not? Okay, we're over here, and then we're gonna take a right when we get to the next intersection. That should get us a good view. And then we'll have to keep going south once we are done with this intercept attempt. Because, yeah, we don't we're fuel's a little low there. We're going to start getting harassed on it pretty soon, actually. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're going to be out of the hail core soon. Where is this going? It's going towards here. I'm already seeing something that looks a little off over here. I am looking towards the disturbance, right? Okay, just across the bridge, apparently. Okay, we're going to stop here. We're going to turn the vehicle. Stop moving, vehicle. Apparently, this is right where we wanted to stop it. I'm just going to make sure it's not turning. If it keeps going this way, then we're in good shape. But if it turns, then that's going to be incredibly annoying. Don't rope out. Of course it's turning north. Here, I'm going to go right beside this light post, alright? If you need a target, then it's a light post. Still heading north. Light
I wonder what
post!
this button does.
Red button! Oh. It was a boo.
Where did that come from?
Still heading north, of course. Okay. Maybe the tornado maybe the tornado thought I meant this light.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not sure how well that worked. And it's going south. This light post is in my way. Anchor! In the vehicle we go! Hey, you had a name for a light post! What gives? I'm right beside the light post, I said light post! This tornado is not very good at directions.
Yes, I want to be outside of the vehicle. Yeah. Also, I love it when the GUI decides to disappear for no reason. Hail, go away. I don't even know, like, the results of anything now because the GUI won't work. There we go. 161 kilometers an hour. 103 meters because the tornado decided to go south. The tornadoes at the gas station. At the gas station give great directions. So this tornado just didn't get close enough to the gas station. That makes sense. I don't know why the GUI will randomly disappear like that. It's really annoying, though. Oh. It did aim for a light post. It was that light post. Okay, tornado. All right. We're expected to get almost 1 foot of snow for the next 2 days. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's right. Yeah. There's some densely populated areas that are in for snowstorms, or if you're closer to the coastline, possible blizzard conditions. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty entertaining day over there. A lot of those areas. Blizzard here, oh my goodness. Udon, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. Let's get another picture of this tornado while we're waiting. I mean, if we're going to continue chasing, but... Oh, the tornado's dead. Okay, rip tornado. It hit the light post that we were talking about, and then it just fizzled away. I can need it. Oh, jeez. That was probably a delayed jump scare. Yes, that was a delayed jump scare. Oh, that delayed jump scare did wait a little, actually. Huh. Okay. Oh. We can still chase this, apparently. Updated radar says that the tornado is who knows where. Okay, Kirby, okay. Oh, Kirby. Are we sure there's still a tornado? I don't think so. I don't see one at all. That's Kirby? I thought it was a Pokemon. That's Kirby blasting people's eardrums with a microphone. Canon lore, Kirby's not a very good singer. Keep Kirby away from the microphone. Okay, it's either at this intersection or it's going to be just north of the intersection. Isn't this where... No. It's the road... If we took a right turn at this next intersection, That's where the tornado jump scares happen. Not getting enough rain. We're getting a fair amount of snow this year, earlier on, surprisingly. Earlier. I'm used to that region getting, like, slammed with heavy snow December, January. I hear a very happy dog. Her owner must have just arrived at the house. We didn't get much snow until now versus December. Oh, you're behind on snow. Tornado, bad news if you actually are here. There's no traffic lights for you to run over. That is, if you even exist. I don't see a tornado at all. Oh. Of course, we're just wasting our time. Okay. Disorganized. I see. Upper level support, mid level support, lower level support. Some energy, enough energy to possibly produce a tornado. Little hook. We do have a hook echo. Rotation is not focused, and that's what we're missing here. Oh, what's a dew points? Dew points are good. This was the road I meant to go. This is not the road I meant to go down. There we go. Less rain than usual, but not bad. Just never cold enough to snow. Well, I mean, we definitely had cold enough to snow just a little bit. Well, we always have cold enough to snow during the... Always. What am I talking about? For the majority of winter, we typically have cold enough to snow. We have more than cold enough to snow. Like a couple mornings ago, it was like minus 37 degree wind chill. Minus 37 Celsius. Which is minus 34 Fahrenheit, so, yeah, pretty cold. Unfortunately, that cold did not come with snow, so I was annoyed with it, and I was telling the ridge that spawned near us to get out of here. Because I don't like ridges. Ridges make the weather boring, and it makes it either too cold or too warm. It's been so dry here that my country has a burn ban. Oh gosh, that's not fun. And some areas have been getting that dry wind too, which definitely does not help. Okay, I don't see anything promising from this storm anymore. I see a hook echo that's not doing anything. How's our drive for 100 kilometers? We are currently at 33.48. Okay. Be the first to make 5 storm reports. That's also multiplayer only. You can't do first reports in single player. Upload 1 probe with winds over 250 kilometers an hour. Yep, we definitely did that. Pretty close to the beginning, actually. That direct hit that we got. That did the trick. So far, Outbrk's offering us some pretty good stuff. Oh, what's going on here? Alright. That's where the hook is, too. Okie dokie. We'll see what happens here. We're gonna head... I wish that shortcut to zoom out was not a thing. I wish I could unbind that shortcut. When I have to close my windows, it means it's cold enough to snow. Ah! Snowy backyard would look pretty. Oh, probably. And Nova Scotia used to get more snow than this, and in November. Global warming, it only really picks up later in the winter. But it stays cold until May, and then June we have heat waves. Things shifting around. It's also weather patterns shifting around. I think it's silly that there's a lot of people who think the weather's going to do the same thing in the area every year at the same time. It's like, no, that's not how weather works. Weather's dynamic. If you don't know that by now, then how long have you been out of touch with what's going on around your house? All you gotta do is glance out the window. It's like, hey, this is the weather. Monday and Tuesday is supposed to drop to low 34 and then go back up. This will probably be the last cold drop in Florida, and then it'll get hotter and hotter. Oh boy. Back to those tropical temperatures, complete with the tropical humidity bumping up the feels like even further. What's Northern Australia currently at? I think they're beginning their transition season from monsoon. So they're only just exiting monsoon season. No, wait, no, it's still monsoon season. I think March is when the transition begins. I remember a few years ago, we still had heat going in June. Then July, we were dying of heat. June. Dang, that is a late time for the cold to stick into. Man, it should already be on its way out in June. Over here, late May is when summer starts shoving in, and summer shoves in whether spring is ready for it or not. If winter wants to sneak into May, it can, but late May, summer's charging on in whether spring likes it or not. So we have had years where we barely have a spring and we transition straight into summer. But these past 2 years, we've actually had a pretty decent buffer of spring, so that's cool and all. But where's my spring thunderstorms? Spring still doesn't provide enough thunderstorms. It's sector leader Mistleaf's favorite season, though. Spring. It's when the flowers bloom. Mistleaf has the most energy in spring as well. Because it's spring. All the plants are waking up. And her living uniform, of course, loves those aesthetics. So we're getting nothing here? Cool. Neat. I'm done chasing this storm. This storm is being lame. It pretended to produce something earlier, and then it decided not to do anything. Neat. Very cool. And the rest of this doesn't appear to be doing anything interesting. Yeah, this doesn't look very interesting up here. We got this up here, but this is, not doing anything. There we go. Cool. All right, back to the gas station. We're gonna go fuel, and we're gonna be done with this one. This scenario still provided us with a lot of really cool intercept at the beginning. That was just immediately. For us, we purchased oil in December and plan to purchase it on payday for the next batch. And the day before payday, we run out of oil. Oh, of course. I'm so glad we don't have to do things that way. It sounds even more expensive. Natural gas for us. Natural gas, in which the natural gas doesn't cost all that much, but the fees are absolute garbage. They cost more than the fuel itself, so it's like, cool. Love living in Canada where you breathe the word natural gas and you get charged up the ass for it. Why not switch to solar? Because this is not my house. Also, we got too many tall buildings around here. That'd probably decrease the amount of energy we get from it. And of course, there's a lot of oh my goodness. This isn't even a very large place, and they're trying to do that bullshit, let's increase the density. How about you shove these increased density bullcrap back down your gullet and stop talking about increasing density. Small places. There are towns that had that stupid high density thing going on. It's like, what the heck is wrong with you people? You're behaving like a big city, and you're not even a big city. Don't increase the density. Even big cities, honestly. Yeah, start increasing the density, like, closer to your core and all that stuff. Whatever, I guess. Not with those ugly-looking houses, though, please and thank you. Not those, what are they called? Infill houses? Not with those ugly houses. Ugh. Those are eyesores. Like, with actual apartments or maybe residential tower, if you really want to increase the density that badly. Place a windmill in front of any politician, and they'll blow enough hot power to power the country. True enough, Bucket. True enough. Back to having to be very careful and stay even more hydrated. With the way this year's been, I wouldn't be surprised if you end up having a lot of syncope issues. Oh gosh. This would be a fun storm to just sit on this curb right here. We'll just sit on the cement block and just watch the lightning. Like, that is wonderful. Very nice. Some areas of the prairies has they have a lot of windmills up. They all in wind prone areas, all that good stuff. It's like, yeah, probably get a pretty decent amount of power out of that, actually. Does get pretty windy. I'd say the southern part of the prairie region is probably one of the best areas to put the windmills up on. Yeah, it's just a whole wherever practical. Solar probably would be the best thing to do. But, here you can't go and orbit everything around solar when you don't have very many panels down yet. You sort of have to have a way of generating that power source in order to use it. Yeah. Yeah. Does exclamation mark currency work the way it does? I remember having to fix it at a point. Oh, good, it does. Oh my goodness. I have plans for something, though, that involves adding another currency. And I'm going to have to update this currency thing once again. And I'm going to actually have to have it do a check for that currency as well. $4,900 gold pieces, pretty much. And anyway, we got the gold dust. You both have platinum piece, actually. Those are really difficult to get. I can't gain currency in my own channel for some reason. Oh. Maybe you checked an option in your own Firebot profile for disable automatic currency accuracy, because there is an option for that. There's a few more currencies that don't show up on there, but they have nothing to do with like mainline currency. Like for instance, your distance in the passive race is actually a currency, but it doesn't show up there because we have a separate thing called race status that tells you where everybody is. Well, where the top... Was it 5 or was it top 10? I think it was top 10. You think I'd be able to gain some considering I always have my stream page up. Oh, by default, you don't get anything for offline. I keep it that way too. Live only. If we had something like sleep points. Sleep points or standby points. I already have something planned that is associated with SP. No, I mean when I'm live. I always have my page up so I can see the stream. Oh, maybe you do have automatic stat accuracy disabled then. It's a little checkbox in that can be assigned to anybody's profile. I put it on any bots that are not authorized to be here. But ever since Twitch shut down the old version of their API, that issue hasn't happened as often. It has happened before. Firebot actually caught one of those trying to connect to the chat at a point. I couldn't even see him on the Twitch viewer list, so wonder if they're doing some sort of stealth thing, which should be illegal. I checked the viewers, and it says I've watched less than an hour of my own stream. Oh, you did have the option checked. Okay, yep. That'll do it. That'll do it. The option I'm referring to is this option. We got this particular option up here. Which, yeah, I only use for bots that are not authorized to be here. B index, sessions. Ah, yes. Hugs given. Oh, hugs taken. Oh, yeah, every time somebody gets hugged, that stat goes up by 1 for them. So there you go. There's your hugs received. Stream joined. 137. That's the lowest number that you can get. Because that's when I implemented it. Was on stream number 137. I only started counting this, though, when Season 3 began. So any streams before Season 3 are not recorded on there. This is how all dev is. The people who do well are the ones who ask the questions. I'm not the best at asking questions, unfortunately. But I do have enough curiosity, and I do a lot of exploration. And for some reason, I have Officer First Order down here. I don't know why. Interesting. Oh, anyway. Back to, why isn't this scenario ending yet? No, seriously, why is it not ending yet? Oh. It's not ending yet because apparently there's something going on over here. But it's in the mountains, so I'm not chasing it. Nope, not gonna do it. Apparently there's more naders. Apparently! Welcome on in, Salosaurus. Good to see you. Doing your own investigation works. You just have to be very careful of blind spots and assumptions. Yeah. Definitely. Oversights is another one.
Hi!
Oh, I've definitely left a few oversights in some of the things I do with Firebot. And sometimes I discover it the hard way. And sometimes, when I'm redoing something, I go over things and I'm like, that would not work logically. I can explore things and be like, huh? So I just can ask you a Booty Mage Firebot questions. Thankfully, I do seem to know the answer for a decent amount, but yeah, don't ask me about JS expressions. I can't do those. Yes, all of the hugs. Haven't played this game in months, but love it. It is so much fun. They have gone through a few updates since then. Some visual overhauls. Can I get a picture of the tornado from here? Probably not. No. Oh, definitely not. If I was where the marker was, yeah, maybe. That storm doesn't even have the best structure right now. Okay, that's fine. I think we can roll a different scenario at this point. We got what we wanted out of this scenario. Also, this scenario is over an hour long. My goodness. There you go. Direct hits from a tornado. 1. We were definitely right in the middle of that first tornado that that went right for us. Oh, that was good. The probe also got directly hit as well. So that was a nice bonus. I do find it funny that Outbreak Trials is very not this game. Yep. Yeah, when you guys are looking for the tornado chasing Outbreak, remember it's not spelled properly. It does not have an E or an A in it. They removed the EA because that company sucks. That's why. Apprentice, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. If there are certain things of Firebot you're unsure of, you explore it and find out from me in full. Yeah, I do experiment with a lot of stuff. I do have a test command, which only works for me, by the way, but I do have a test command. Actually, apparently moderators can invoke it too. I'm going to disable it. Wait, why does the hidden thing not... Oh, it does show. Never mind. I'll probably get back into it as soon as the tornado season ramps back up. Sounds pretty good. I've been a nerd in searching trivial facts in history of Canada with the current events happening in the US and decided to change gears and research a country instead. Fair enough. Things haven't been all too much better here. They've been better. I mean, they've been better than the things happening in the US, but they haven't been all that much better over here. I've got so many things to complain about with the way Canada's being run. US is doing way worse. Yeah. But Canada's not doing good. I'm not gonna say Canada's doing the best either. Nothing like spitting in our postal workers' face and taking away our postal service. Thanks, Canada. Thanks, Ottawa. Thanks, Ottawa. Love having our mail service taken away. The union goes on strike too much. Yeah, it's because you pay your workers like shit. Gee, maybe workers wouldn't go on strike as much if you actually treated your workers well. Maybe you should tell your little crown corporation there to stop being a-holes and treat your workers better. Don't get me started on Alberta. Ugh. Alberta is just made out of issues. I love Alberta itself, like the landscape and a good chunk of the people are approachable and friendly enough, but it's run by a bunch of morons.
Joe, did he just walk up slowly and down smash?
Without getting too political, Canada's leader can pat himself on the back knowing that there's a guy out there worse than him. That's about all he can pat his back for. I don't think he's done too much good things. Oh! He did show a spine. I'm going to give him credit for that, too. He did show a spine internationally. That's good. I'm not a huge fan of him overall, though. And this postal thing was one of the big factors why I don't like him. So, but anybody who does a union crushing stuff is not in my good book. Earl's going to shit, I swear. Oh, I think there's some hidden gems out there for countries. I think there's some hidden gems that are not doing the stupid stuff that most of North America is doing. Sadly, that hidden gem is not Australia. I sort of wish so because I enjoyed my time there in 2019. But sadly, it's not Australia. Maybe it's... Well, no, New Zealand's not, like, doing the best, but they're still doing better than Canada. Last I checked. Fiber optics, welcome on in. Maybe just getting lost in my brain here. Blow up Alberta except the Oilers. No. Their leadership, on the other hand, it'd be nice if we could directly influence a change of leadership. That would be pretty nice. Alberta and their dumb privatization of healthcare stuff. It may as well just be privatization. That's what they're doing. Nobody asked for privatization of healthcare. Get that crap out of here. Think I want a $50,000 healthcare bill because I broke a leg? No thanks. We have a lot of people who just leave their legs broken because they don't want none of that shit. It's literally just copying what the US did to postal workers a few years back, but not as extreme. Oh gosh. Yeah. I gotta give... Oh my goodness. Canada is... Canada actually... In general, like... A nod towards how our military behaves. Honestly. They've just shaken their heads to a lot of the... We actually had a point where Canada was trying to do the military on protesters bullshit. Truckers convoy in Ottawa. That was actually one of the things they tried doing, was sending the military in on them. And the military is like, no, don't see any reason to go there. They're just like, nope. Estonia, which you cannot immigrate to. Estonia. I want to try beaver tails one day. They look extremely good. They are pretty good. You just got to be careful which firm you get from. Hopefully it's from a firm that knows what they're doing. There's a pretty big difference between a lazily done beaver tail and a very good and a delicious one. That one? Actually... Oh, chances. Just go to a local place. When you're in Canada, it's a local place is where you're most likely to find a good beaver tail. A local place that does beaver tails, that is. Main troop is an American. Oh gosh, yeah. You also know how many times I type places that sell poutine close to me. Hey, poutine is a lovely classic. And I like the spin-offs, but the big thing with the classics, though, is I am a little picky over gravy. There's only certain kinds of gravy that I like. If any place uses the powder gravy, I will notice, and I will dislike their gravy. Also, I think it's the darker gravies... But it's something about the ingredients that go into them. It just doesn't work. I didn't realize it was province-based. Healthcare isn't national. It's a bit of a mix. A little bit of a mix. Some provinces, like Alberta here, are taking on healthcare themselves, which is probably why Alberta's healthcare is a train wreck. Australia is actually one of my bucket list countries to visit, along with Switzerland and China. Australia is an amazing place to visit. I had a wonderful time. Don't go to Sydney. But I had a wonderful time there. Mind you, I was mostly in Darwin, way the heck up in the Northern Territory. But I was also in Melbourne. Melbourne was actually pretty good. It was a nice place to learn to get around... all that stuff. They have a really good train system. I gotta say, their train system is a big plus. Their bus system sucks, on the other hand. Take their trains. Avoid the buses where you can and take the trains. Their buses the traffic is so bad in Melbourne that the buses also don't really go anywhere. So take the trains. They got such a good train system. Melbourne was actually in the progress of getting rid of. They don't have too many, but at level railway crossings. They're in the process of eliminating those. However, Melbourne has the largest tram network in the world. They do have the trams, if you know where to go. Thank God Nova Scotia has healthcare, or else we'd have to pay close to $1.2 million for my dad's liver transplant and recovery time in the hospital. Ugh. Yes, NS is Nova Scotia. It's actually not the easiest to remember in ours. It's like, oh, but Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories. That should be easy to remember. No. Not necessarily. Carly Rae Jepsen, that was an anthem. Oh gosh, yeah, the Friday song. We our close family actually gets driven nuts by that song. It's because of the way they say Friday. We actually find it really obnoxious. I'm ashamed that I know that song. Oh yeah, and because our radio station killed the heck out of that song. There's a lot of songs our radio stations have killed the heck out of. Oh, I haven't even started the next investigation. We're just doing a lot of talking. I also want to visit Vancouver one day. Apparently, according to another one of the Canadian online buds, better off going to Vancouver as a tourist instead of living there. Yep. Indeed. Way better of a tour experience. Also, be very careful around downtown Vancouver. The crime rate is pretty high there. Canada's forgotten province, Prince Edward Island. I like giving Prince Edward Island credit because Prince Edward Island, yep. Potatoes is one of the big things with Prince Edward Island. Like that's their big specialty. And who the heck doesn't like potatoes? I guess those of us in which potatoes do not agree with us, so that would make sense. American, of course, she butchered the word Friday. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we don't have any strong storms yet. We're not going to see anything in velocity yet. Those are good dew points. Oh my goodness, we got another explosive environment. What the heck? Jeez. Oh, but we don't have really much for upper level. Mid-level is sort of meh. And low level, we don't seem to have any low level right now. Okay, I guess we'll have to see with these storms. Went to Vancouver once. It was alright. Yeah, Vancouver's not too bad of a place. Downtown is not anything to boast about. Apparently. Unfortunately, I could only go off of words I heard because I've only been to the airport of Vancouver. I haven't actually had the opportunity to explore Vancouver itself. I want to visit Vancouver one day. Oh, wait, I just read that. Potatoes are good, yes. Also, Cow's Ice Cream was founded in PEI. Oh my goodness. Heck yes for ice cream. I recently stumbled across an anime adaptation of Anne of the Green Gables. I'd love to see more anime set in Canada. Would be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. When they do so, though, I do hope they do some degree of research on Canada. No, our houses are not made out of igloos, but honestly, they probably had better insulation if they did. Where am I going? Oh, really? You know what? I think we gotta go to Bridgetown. I think Bridgetown is the place to be. Another Canadian city I want to visit is Quebec City. Looking at the pics, the city looks like the 1800s never left. Oh my goodness, it is rich in history over there. It's delayed. Whoa, jeez. It was not very, very delayed. It was delayed, but not very delayed. Welcome on in, Gothic. When I was younger, I used to say Friday. Oh, sorry, Friday. I remember Sugar from YTV. Oh, jeez. Like, long ago. Like, while we're impatiently waiting for, like, I don't know, like, SpongeBob to come on. I think that's the only particular program that I remember being on YTV. Oh, wait. I think there was another one, too. She had voice acting for Sailor Moon. So, for Sailor Mini Moon. Oh my goodness.
Water!
Alberta, pretty much Canadian Texas? That's what they say. And actually, I guess if you go to some of the smaller towns, you might see the resemblance. Yeah, Alberta does get a little redneck too. Saskatchewan too, honestly. Water? You know, that's fitting too. It just started raining in-game. Woo, thanks for the water. Welcome on in, Gothic. I hope your time zone is going well. 18 sessions. Nova Scotia is like Maine. Nova Scotia is pretty close to Maine, so fitting enough. Fitting enough. I thought her name was Sailor Chibi Moon. Oh, okay. Carlos and Sugar, yep. Oh my goodness. Back in my day. The Canadian one had to be her moon, mini moon. Oh. Oh my goodness. All right, easy Autobot. I do understand. I do understand getting upset over that, but Bucket was talking about Bucket was talking about something there. If you don't know the song by Girlfriend Lizzie Canada, the lyrics include, her name is Alberta, and she lives in Vancouver, looks like a model, and it sucks like a hooper. Oh my gosh. It's sung by a very gay man. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Alberta has a sizable oil economy. Edmonton Oilers for a reason. Yep, pretty much. There's things I see when I Google Alberta as oil drills. When you go far enough north, yep, there's a lot of that. The Calgary Stampede too. Yes, on the opposite side of Alberta. Yes, down the south. Autobot being a bully again. At least it wasn't me again. Yeah, it wasn't you this time. You've been waking up super early to watch the gold medal game. I'm not really too much into the Olympics. I just get the snippets. I'm glad we're getting some medals. Like good work, team. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I haven't really been following all too much. Just hearing some bits from it. Oh, we gotta exit. We were supposed to exit there. Here, we will do an unconventional exit towards Fort City. Or not, because there's apparently everything is just a giant cliff. They decided to make it a pain in the arse for some reason. I do. I can cheer on that. I can still cheer on our team though. Alp Canada does fantastic. Wait, the gold medal. I think that was I think that's curling. I know we have a really good curling team. I'm actually slightly concerned with the hockey side of the Olympics and all that stuff, because they did the whole allowing NHL players in again. It's like, great. Are we gonna get misrepresentation again? Misrepresentation and refs not properly calling things is what I noticed the NHL for. Also, I don't want to wake up super early. That's the other thing. I don't want to wake up super early. Especially on a Sunday. Side rant, we did see Eric Dean's final words. The way he cried, look at him, baby. I've only heard about stuff. I don't follow a lot of this stuff. I'm like out of the loop for, especially for like celebrity stuff. I'm just like out of the loop for a lot of it. Screw the Olympics personally. After last year in Paris against against that boxer in the US in general, I just don't care anymore. Barely cared before. I find it hard to follow a lot of this stuff because as soon as it gets high enough profile, they saturate the heck out of everything with ads, and that just turns me away from an event entirely. You're gonna shove too many ads around. It's like, okay, I'm a little less interested in this stuff. Just saying, this is Sidney Crosby's last chance to win. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's indeed Curlin. That is a name I immediately recognize and know that we're talking about Curlin. Screw as, yeah. And the Olympic ones feel so out of touch. It feels so like forced. Like this company advertising. Wow, they pretend that they actually care about the event they're advertising at, but they really sound like they're just being suck-ups. Okay, is this scenario going to give me a tornado, or is it not? What is going on with this scenario? I would like a tornado. I play Outbrk because it is a tornado chasing game. Where's the tornadoes? There it is. Hey, that's the cell we've been eyeing, actually. Rip mailbox. If I ever want to sleep overnight in a train, if I go to Canada, I heard that there's a train that goes from Montreal to Halifax. Perfect. That would probably be amazing. Advertisements where? Yeah, they're getting closer. Welcome on, Enzino. Good to see you. I hope you are having a fantastic time zone. There will be ads in about 5 seconds plus 30 seconds, because it takes about 30 seconds for Twitch to actually roll them. Okay, so we gotta go down this road. Apparently there is a tornado. Or a fungal. Oh, there is a fungal. Hello, fungal. That is indeed a fungal cloud. Right on time for the ads, too. Of course. Go figure. Of course it's gonna happen. Oh, it is so close to the road. This is going to be a problem. U.S. currently only has the only ice dancer to land a quad axle. Ooh.
I wonder what this button does.
Uh-oh, it's red button time. What did it do? It made me bright.
Fascinating.
This is going to be a problem, isn't it? Oh, dear goodness. Oh, this could be bad. Do not go off the road right now. Just keep driving. Don't stop. Just keep driving. Okay, now we can stop. Hello, my tornado. Hello, my dear. It's heading straight for us, actually. It's actually headed... It's almost headed directly for the probe that we just put down. We're anchoring, and we're taking a look. Here it comes. Oh my goodness. Are we about to get hit? Direct hit? Nope. It curved north of us. What a freaking tease. What a tease. It was headed right for us and then it curved north. Tornado was like, psych. Yep. Hold on. I'm going to scroll up. I have a feeling I may have missed some messages here. Days meh. Had 50 people last minute day, and they're not getting a... They're not going to my daughter's birthday party tomorrow. Oh, jeez. We're a Canadian Sailor Moon. And I'm politically opposed to organized sports, but that's not a common stance. I just don't follow a lot of that. I don't follow a lot of it. And that is definitely not an icebreaker conversation for me. That is a mistake that some people wind up making with me. Is thinking that sports and all that stuff is going to be a big topic for me. It's like, no, I fall outside that category. Yeah, Nova Scotia. Heck yes. Screw the Olympics personally. Oh, wait, I already read that. There is. Halifax is also a beautiful city. Used to live there. I've only seen pictures. It looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. Oh, welcome back from the ads, everybody. The ads are now over. They have been executed. They are gone. The tornado is also gone. We had a tornado go, well, I thought it was going to direct hit us, and then you can see the data down in the bottom right corner there. Then it turned away from us. Now, on the waterfront in Halifax, there's a Atlantic Museum that used to have furniture from the Titanic. Nice. Super Bowl is mainly used for commercials and halftime show. Yeah, I don't associate at all with the Super Bowl. I don't watch it. I don't have any interest in it. But also, congrats, Seattle. But also, I don't really have that any interest in it. The only stuff that I hear from it is like secondhand, like somebody else I follow is talking about it or something like that. I'm only after a Super Bowl for the commercials at this point. Yep, pretty much. It was partly cloudy at the SES main base when the ad break started up. Museum also has a section for the Halifax explosion. If you're a big history buff, I highly recommend checking out the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. Maybe I should keep that in mind. You know, if I ever do wind up way the heck over there. It's actually really expensive to travel to the other side of Canada. Like, I could probably find cheaper plane tickets to Japan at this point. Also, the Titanic actually sunk pretty close to Newfoundland. A lot of the victims' final resting place was in Halifax. Boats from the Halifax also went for the recovery to grab survivors and deceased alike. Ah. Nova Scotia is rich with history, honestly. From the museums in Halifax, the Acadian settlements of the Grand Prix. P-R-E, by the way, not P-I-R-X. At Port Royal and Louisbourg. And there's a monument for a plane crash in Peggy's Cove. Oh my goodness. The Swiss Air 111. Yep. Speed random history recommendations. Alright, interested in the Titanic over Nova Scotia. I mean, if anywhere in Canada is going to have the richest history, it's going to be, like, way the heck over east. Like, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. Oh, my goodness. Almost able to redeem the song. Oh, my goodness. There we go. And that 3 streak will help towards it for sure. Yeah, I did decide to make it a decent amount. And that's just because my redeems are, Oh, there you go. There we go. Jazz has you covered. We're good to go now. Heard the Halifax explosion was 3 times bigger than the Outbrk explosion.
A giant group, then the politicians have to obey us. Have to obey us. Have to obey us. Have to obey us. Have to obey us.
Universal's Canadian, which goes from Toronto to Vancouver. Using the coaches, 40s and 50s. Oh. There we go. Oh, by the way, the light Kraken doesn't catch my head bobbing as much. So just keep that in mind. Also, my VTuber's running pretty smoothly, actually. Oh, the tornado doesn't exist anymore. Ah, there we go. My goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, so we have... Notchris was in the chat right there and made that. Pretty amazing. Also, I forgot to raise the anchor. That's why we're not going anywhere. So, there. Oh! You know why we didn't raise the anchor? Because we still gotta pick up the probe. What am I doing? I'd pick up the probe. Oh, I gotta scroll back up too. You mean Via Rail's Canadian, which goes from Toronto to Vancouver? The one that still uses coaches from the 40s and 50s? Heard this. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a pretty fun ride there. Sounds expensive too. But it sounds like fun. I heard you have to separate Halifaxian from the Halifax. Oh my goodness. Winninger, welcome on in. I'm just getting a little caught up there. There we go. We're all caught up. Goes off the rail. Yep. Oh my goodness. Speaking of rail, I remember us getting stuck on a rail in Outbreak, perfectly balanced on a rail. That was amazing. Oh, tornado has resurged. And it's heading maybe towards here. Maybe. Which is going to be a pain in the arse to get to. We're going to have to do we're going to have to travel north. Yep, if you ever go to PEI, you should try out some of the seafood there. It's pretty much Giga Chad Red Lobster. The same Canadian friend who told me about Vancouver. Oh my goodness. They are both seaside. Ocean side. Sea, ocean. Technically Vancouver's straight side, I guess, because they got a straight separate in Vancouver Island and the But anyway, that's technicalities. Yeah, hugs for Winninger as well. Vroom, vroom, here we go. If we attach a rocket behind this vehicle, will we eventually be able to take off? Well, no, probably not. The Dominator's actually extremely heavy for a vehicle of its size, which, to its advantage, because it can anchor itself in tornadoes, or anchor itself to sustain tornadic winds. Okay, so we're going to have to drive through a hail core. There's the tornado in question. Lots of lightning in this storm. That's another element I hope they make more realistic too, is the lightning. That's actually a pretty good, lightning does sometimes do that, the rolling to the ground. When it rolls to the ground, though, it usually gets really bright. If it makes contact with the ground. Welcome to the tornado zone.
Krista.
Sure, we'll fuel up here. That way we don't have to worry about our fuel gauge bothering us later. Seriously? Why did they have to make the curb big enough to get in the way? Oh, we could take a tornado picture while we're here. It's like right there. Also, I'm gonna face ourselves south when we fuel up here. I don't drive this recklessly in IRL. We don't do that at all. Yes, I want a picture of a tree. That is my tornado. Very good. Seen footage of the early explosion. Holy smokes, I can't imagine how the Halifax explosion looked in person. Oh gosh. You ever come to Nova Scotia, could definitely give you some seafood restaurant recommendations or different spots to visit. Even local, we have a whole dine-in seafood experience on the beach. Krista should explore some Halifax. She hasn't had seafood very often. She's had it before, she just hasn't had it very often. Actually, I haven't had seafood very often.
I wonder what this
I
button
prefer A
does.
food to B food to seafood. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Fascinating.
I became bright again. Okay, RNG. Let's try doing this thing. It's called being creative. Riku, that exact outcome was rolled the last time a red button was, so it's like, what the heck, RNG? Why are you doing this? Welcome on in, Riku. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. Okay, so we're facing south because we want to get ourselves further over here. We're going to go right down this road. Thankfully, the tornado doesn't appear to be going all too fast. There's Firebot telling me, hey, name change. Please change unique redeems if applicable. That's actually the only reason I have Firebot give me the heads up. Hey, this person changed their name recently. It's just in case they have a unique redeem of their own. So it tells me, change this. Like, update this. Nice little heads up so I don't forget to change people's redeems. For instance, Jazz's redeem right there. It's Jazz's sound redeem. Wow, this tornado's not moving very fast. We're already ahead of it. Also, Riku came in with a critical. That's critical with the spear. You get some fun animations when you get a critical on a spear. I'm thinking Fire Emblem. That's an important staple in Fire Emblem games, is the critical animations. You gotta really make that critical look impactful, even if it only does 1 damage. I will catch up in a bit. I am currently driving. And there's a tornado approaching this road soon. So I just want to make sure that I'm there. Then I can get myself up and catching up. Okay, where's that marker? Oh, also our tornado report expired. I hope the tornado's still in that that particular part. Maybe it isn't. We just barely entered the... Oh, no, we just entered the center of the tornado area. Okay. Stay. Lovely. I can't see nothing. Velocity! Oh, great. We don't even know if the tornado's going to exist. Well, if it does exist, it might come straight for us. While we wait for what could be a tornado that doesn't exist, let me go back up here. I was just reading the thread further up here. Twitch Whisperer for a link to the museum with the Titanic and the Halifax explosion stuff. Oh, nice. Sorry, you could research yourself. Besides, you already said the museum's name a while ago. Thanks. Anyway, sounds good. Yes, asking before DMs is a very important staple in a lot of communities. Actually, out of the blue DMs. I mean, on Discord, is usually how the how those commission scammers reach out and all that stuff. It's like, yep, You know the ones that are hilarious? It's when they attempt to bug somebody, and they're like, "I noticed that you stream," and it's like somebody who's hasn't streamed in like 6 years. It's hilarious when that happens. Oh my goodness. The last Canadian city I visited was Montreal in 23. Montreal is actually a really good place to visit too. That place is rich in history. Montreal and Quebec, they have a lot of history with them. Especially since that was where France was standing up to England's harassment and all that stuff, so Montreal is a weird band. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of maple farms near Montreal, too. I remember going to one. Or cadets actually took us over there. To Quebec as well on a different trip. It was a really fun time. The person who does the fine dining on the beach was part of Team Canada for the Culinary World Championship and won silver. Highly recommend their food. Ooh. I am a little scared when they do win medals with high profile stuff though, because that means yes, we're gonna multiply this price by a lot. But good food. Oh, and wait, what? Okay, I wasn't even paying attention to the 2 fight commands. I didn't realize that Jazz rolled a 0 and fell over. And then Rikyu got like the total opposite and got a 20. Because yes, you could roll a 0 in this scale here. Because 0 counts. Oh, the chase is ending. That's unfortunate. I went to Montreal very shortly before the new commuter light rail opened there. The station has something American stations can only dream of having. Platform screen doors. Oh my goodness. Yes. Came back. Okay, back. Oh, came in. Said hi, then Cassinger got home from a girl's night out. Well, welcome on back, Winninger. Also, hi, Cassinger. Got a food truck, reasonable prices, and has now expanded to a Gator bus. Mexican food. And an ice cream truck. Ice cream! I learned that Montreal was the financial and economic capital of Canada instead of Toronto. There are a lot of headquarters there. Actually, there's a few in Toronto. There are a few banks headquartered in Toronto as well. Depends on the bank. So it looks like our chase is ending, so I'm gonna go back to the fuel station, I guess. This chase was sort of meh. It would have been a little better if that tornado decided to directly hit us instead of heading for us and then curving north. But honestly, if I was doing chasing IRL, this would be thrilling for me still. There doesn't have to be a tornado. In fact, I'd prefer not to be around in a tornado. I can recommend if you go to Montreal in the winter, they make ice hotels. Yes, they do. And then they have quite the reputation for some of the really cool things they make with those. Went inside Montreal's Notre Dame and they had a light show in there. But the light show looked like a tacky theme park attraction to me. That doesn't belong in a church. I guess they felt they had to do something. I don't know. I've been to the Notre Dame as well. I think that was part of like one of our Montreal tours. I've been to Montreal twice. The first time, the workers at the Biodome were on strike, so the second time was to visit the Biodome. There were different types of seagulls there. Good old seagulls. I blame Tit Shark. Now playing Supermarket Sim again. Oh my goodness. Sectoral Captain, like you make this chat really hard to read sometimes when you like push those big messages in. I mean, look, those messages run on a 30-minute timer anyways. Thanks. Love it when the turn-in suddenly doesn't exist. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, 27 seconds. We're ready yet. Attacked with the spear, but I got blocked. I have a new RNG thing that I've put together a concept with. It'll be sorta... it'll be relatable to Gamba, but it's not Gamba. Alright? It's not Gamba. Otherwise, I'd only be able to have it in an 18+ stream, right? I mean, it's not really using real money anyways. Stale bread attack. There's that stale bread. Yeah, we only got one intercept, and it wasn't as good as it could have been. Lands a decent attack for 3 damage. No, it wasn't a tush attack. It was a stale bread attack. Hey, where's the tush messages? I noticed that they haven't been happening. Did I disable that? I did disable that. Let's enable that. I think I disabled it because I was fixing something and those messages were getting in my way. There we go. I disabled it and I forgot to re-enable it. Now messages might be randomly tushified. So, drive for 100 kilometers takes longer to fulfill than I thought. Why am I only getting a reward of 3,000 for this? Easy difficulty? That's not easy difficulty if it takes multiple chases. Can I swap this? Can I swap this? Can I swap this? Can I swap it now? Can I swap it now? Can I swap it now? And since you brought it up a while ago, what you recommend Sydney? Oh, Sydney, Australia? Good place to get scammed. I was only there for a transfer. And what is it? I'm carrying my luggage. Oh, but we're going to the train. Oh, you have to put this cart that you paid for back because we're transferring. Oh, also you have to pay to transfer. Oh, also you need to pay again to get another cart at the international terminal. Oh, also baggage scam when we're over there. So it's like I see Sydney as a scam city now. That's what I see. No, not Sydney, Nova Scotia. Sydney, Australia. Also, that's gotta be one, like, the bureaucratic capital of all of Australia. I wonder if Sydney ever gets anything done that doesn't take, like, ages. They got some cool tunnels. And I do like their train was 2 floors, but also 2 cramped floors. I'm too tall for that train, seriously. Notice the bot was turned off last night. I just figured it was simply on purpose, and honestly, by Ganon or Simpin, it's probably a good thing it was off. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, some of those messages definitely could have changed. Oh my goodness. So before I used to be an aviation nerd, I heard there is countless cases where passengers accidentally booked a flight to Sydney, Nova Scotia instead of Sydney, Australia. Yeah, it could have gone wrong very quickly. Yeah, endorphin be daddy. Yep. My goodness. By the way, I'm scrolling up chat right now, so I'm controlling two different things at the same time. Okay, now let me click into program here. Okay, what have we got here? Dew points are sort of meh. Oh, energy level's decent considering the dew points are little mid-range. Okay. And okay, we've definitely got a disturbance in the upper. That's very much a disturbance in the middle. And a little bit of one down towards the surface here. Oh, it's getting stronger. Okay. Might be able to get something good out of this. This actually looks like a developing squall line right now. So I'm not too sure if we're going to wind up getting something big out of this. Oak Island is another recommendation if you can visit Nova Scotia. Ah. The only train between Sydney and Melbourne is a sleeper train that takes around 12 hours. No Wi-Fi, no food, no outlets. Oh. That doesn't sound like fun. Also, when I was in Australia, I went from Adelaide up to Darwin. I decided to take the train back up there. So, like, one-way plane ticket down south, yes, but decided to take the train up. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty fun experience. It was an expensive experience, but it was a fun experience. As American, I'm sure some Canadians were surprised to learn that there's a Ontario, California. There's also a there's a second Vancouver, and it's not even that far into the U.S. either. Going down there, and it's actually a decent sized place. I got very familiar with the state abbreviation for California because there's always snowstorms in the mountains over there, so I've always got to read through those statements. Oh, the California mountains just do not cut people breaks. I mean, same with the Canada side of the mountains. Which would be Alberta/BC. It does cover both. Vancouver, Oregon. Vancouver, yeah. Not that far into the US. Don't think the USA has a town called Dildo. It might I think it just depends on the state, honestly. There probably is. Just gotta figure out which state. I'm not typing it into maps, though. I don't want that on my history. Oh, what's going on here? Hook echo? Little bit of rotation. Okay. All right. Ooh, it's fast moving. Okay, that's not good. We have a fast tornado scenario, so we got a... this is a bit of a difficulty. Ah, there we go. The first tush message in a long time, and it's just tush. Oh, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to allow that. What? Automod, please clear things properly when I tell you to clear them. Dang it, now I have to go in and undo the other thing that I just did. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying to undo, actually. Never mind. I will undo that later.
クリスタ。
Have to recheck. Oh yeah, the rain effects. That's one of the latest things they upgraded, actually. Although at the cost of performance. I actually used to be able to run my VTuber pretty decently alongside Outbrk itself. Unfortunately, they the rain effect that they did here brought it back down to my VTuber can only function at a few frames per second. Okay, taking the turn. Of course there's a ditch. Why wouldn't there be a ditch? Apparently this map is made out of ditches. The whole city, Nova Scotia, Vancouver, Oregon, and Ontario see a mix-up remind me of the time when I tell other weebs my favorite anime waifu is Nami from Full Metal Panic, and they think I'm talking about Nami from One Piece. Oh my gosh. Every single ditch. It either got renamed or I was completely wrong. I suppose it is possible to rename and stuff. We're gonna have to intercept on this road. I think it is heading for here-ish. Stay on the road. You know, I just realized, out of all of my characters, do I even have a character who has orange hair? I'll actually give the message a proper read through in a bit. It's just we're approaching our marker here, and the storms are moving really fast, which means the tornado is also moving very fast, not towards here. I swear, you better not be south of this road. Okay, I'm gonna head to this light post here. Anchor! Anchor! Anchor's away! It's not gonna hit us directly, it's gonna be north of us. We overshot a little. But we should still get a pretty good recording out of this. Look at how fast it's moving. Oh yeah, that tornado's in a hurry. Wow, I could have stood out in that. The winds only hit 117 here. Dang, I didn't even need to anchor for that. Where's the probe? Oh, there it is. And they get more confused when they search her up, and she also has orange hair. Love Nami, especially the post-time skip one. Favorite donut is from anime. Sorry if it causes pain. Oh, lovely. The tornado's heading towards there, huh? Hey, is this one of the infamous ones that people were talking about where they were chilling at a gas station and then they yanked out of it by a tornado? Because it looks like it's heading straight for a gas station. No, you are not safe in a gas station if the tornado's approaching. In fact, I don't think, while it's under tornado status, that it's even marked as a safe spot anymore. Las Vegas, New Mexico. Oh my goodness. Jehovah's City named Anala in New Mexico. That's actually probably how they say it. Other favorite donut is I'm trying to, I couldn't read. Couldn't read it. Hold on. The problem is I'm trying to race a fast tornado while I'm doing this. And this road also doesn't like to go straight. Favorite donut is originally from Demon Slayer. Ah! Las Vegas, New Mexico. There's London, Ontario, and with its own Thames River. Yeah, London, Ontario actually gets talked about a lot. Now, Texas has a London, Paris, Moscow as cities. Donut is slang for waifu husbando as well. Seems to be. Oh, someone who was killed off via a big hole in chest. Ah. We're about to cross this tornado's path again. Right by the gas station, huh? Wonder if the tornado will get there. Making them into a donut. Oh. The rain has quieted down. This is not the time. Is that heading straight for us? That's heading straight for us. Stop. 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 No, now it isn't. Now it isn't. The tornado can't make up its mind. It doesn't know where it's going. Okay. I'm heading over here. And we're anchoring. We're not taking this risk here. Stop changing your direction. Driving me nuts. Stop changing directions! This tornado's really annoying me. Eventually it's going to swing this way. That's the problem here. Why is this tornado so lame? Let's see if we can get anything out of this. Yeah, obviously we're not going to get anything. Looks pretty thin. Yoy, 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 yoy. Okay. Like at some point, American urban city planners ran out of ideas. Of course, the Naomi has orange hair. Just like how Ichigo's all have orange or red. This means wave, which means red apple. And Naomi always has red hair in any media. Ah. Every Sasuke has black or blue hair, because a dark blue hair is actually black hair, but less born in anime usually. Place of birth is in Texas and another state. Oh my goodness. I heard London was going to be the capital of what was then Upper Canada. Just kind of glad it didn't happen. Potentially having two countries with London as a capital sounds kind of tricky to me. Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem. Tornado is like, I'm chill here on the hill. This tornado doesn't know what the heck it's doing. Hold on, I gotta get off the anchor because this tornado did turn again. These tornadoes have obsessions with turning. Why even chase this tornado? It is a fast tornado. I ran over the power line that it dropped. I mean, that thing that Mythbusters made that's meant to be slammed into the ground in under 10 seconds to actually be inside tornadoes. Oh my goodness. Last year I learned that there was a 355-year-old Canadian company literally named Hudson's Bay, and they went out of business last year. Yep. Rip Hudson's Bay. They're actually gone. They were not doing well for a while. Talking of Hudson's Bay makes me miss Zellers. Yeah. It sounds like they're trying to revive Zellers, but I'm not sure if the approach is going to work. Zellers shouldn't have sold out to Target. We gave Target a real nice welcome because they were ripping us off. So they got a real nice welcome to Canada. Yeah, welcome to Canada. Get the hell out of here. Their deals were absolute crap. Even their store closing sales were a joke. Like, that's what Zellers was sacrificed for? This company that doesn't know how to price things properly? Target, Walmart, and Kmart all opened their first stores in the same year, 1962. Oh, jeez. We're not catching up to that tornado. There's no way. There's no way we're catching up to that tornado. I don't know where some of these accents come from. I guess out of thin air. I am trying to sorta catch up here. Oh, actually, I'm almost caught up. Over 3 centuries, predating both Canada and the U.S., only to get killed off by a private equity firm. Well, I mean, that's the direction our country is going in, kissing the ass of equity firms, developers. Yeah, that just seems to be it. Home developers, by the way, property developers, not technology developers. Turn to the left, turn to the right, crisscross, exactly. On Swiss Research, was Zeller's pretty much Canada's Kmart? Yeah. Yeah. Some even had diners in them, and good diners, too. The food was actually decent at these diners. Well, the one I went to. Did this tornado just downgrade itself? Oh, it upgraded itself again. The debris signature disappeared. It downgraded and it upgraded again. We're not going to be able to get to the road on time. I'm pointing right towards the road that we need to go towards. And, yeah, the tornado's already approaching it. Just wasting fuel going up and down. Target is the rich person store in Texas. Oh! Oh! Interesting. They definitely didn't know how to price themselves very well over here. There it goes. Crossing the road that we would have wanted to intercept it in. Oh, we're just going to go this way. We will do the chase on this next parallel road here, given that the tornado's not moving too fast. It looks like it's actually a little slower now. Prices are high in general. The dine over here was delicious. Here was also delicious inside the Zellers. Oh my goodness. Oh, and they made good milkshakes. That's another big one. It's like they were actually good with the milkshakes. Oh my goodness. You know the worst milkshake that I've had at a place? Smash Burger. However, I think it was that specific location. It tasted like they just dumped a no-name strawberry syrup into it. It's like, really? This tornado is on its second life. How do tornadoes do this? Alright, just 2 years from my 20s. 20s, soon, trademark. Zellers had one of those Chuck E. Cheese style small Ferris wheel thingies. One toddler could sit in. Oh my goodness. Oh, the older malls. Rip stop sign. The older malls. Back when there was actually like the rides for children. Oh, that's a thing of the past. Remember when there was actually like physical attractions and stuff to, you know, keep kids entertained and opportunity to make kids happy and all that stuff. Now it's just like, oh yeah, you want your kid to be entertained? Shove a phone in their nose. Look, my style, theoretically, not happening because why the heck would this tornado's growing? This tornado is quickly becoming more and more dangerous. Oh my, I want to catch this. I want to catch this tornado. I want to say hello to this tornado. This tornado is very cool. It's also getting a little close, and I'm getting a little unnerved by that. Where are you going? Okay, so at the bend of this road here, I'm going to put an anchor down. Dear goodness, the tornado is big. We're going to anchor. It's heading for us. Oh my goodness, it's headed for us, and it's gigantic! Oh my goodness, that looks like an EF5. Yes, this way, my pretty, this way. We're anchored down, we are ready to go. The winds are already at 216. Oh my freaking goodness! Here we go! Look at the giant circle! It's almost larger than what our probe can do! Holy shit! Oh, that is a beauty! What do you mean only 321 kilometers an hour? There's no way that was just 321 kilometers an hour. But that's a satisfying number. Oh, that was gorgeous. We gotta wait a little. Our winds are still a little unsafe. So we're just gonna... Okay, there we go. That's the rush. That rush is the reason why... Why can't I pick up the probe? Thank you. That rush is one of the reasons... One of the big reasons why I love the heck out of this game. Oh my goodness. So, somehow that was only 321 kilometers an hour, despite the tornado being gigantic. Maybe it had a hollow core. Either way, that was pretty freaking cool. As you can see, the distance is 0 meters. That seems about right. 321 kilometers an hour. We got a score of 8,560. Nowhere near the wins that I've gotten from these kinds before. But wow. Also, I would love to scroll with chat without scrolling on here. I feel like I might be the oldest in chat. We got an optimal rating from that one. What a beauty. I also miss when Pretzel Maker was in the mall and not in a theater with theater price, and oh gosh. We don't have Pretzel Maker over here. But wow. There's a place in my old mall that had horrible food, but there was a Sunday bar, so it was my favorite. You know what? That makes sense, actually. Make it or break it right there. Also, this tornado's now in the mountains, so I'm not going to chase it again. Also, it's blocking one of the access roads, and it will be blocking the other access road, and then it'll be blocking another access road. So, yeah, we probably wouldn't be able to get it anyways. Our malls in Canada, my mall has no traditional anchor stores. It's pretty much cooked now. Our mall, the malls over here vary. Some of them are falling apart and are pretty much about to die. There was one that I went to in Calgary, and I was like, oh my goodness, this mall is like on its last legs. Unfortunate, but also the quiet, dying mall, still, there's something about that aesthetic. There's something about it. Hold on. We can get another picture of this tornado, right? Nope! Apparently not, even though we can see it. Nope. Oh, hold on. Some malls are dying, but other malls are actually doing really good. Actually, if I go into like the mall I went to in Calgary is dying, but there's a few malls that are doing decent in Edmonton. Edmonton's got their big mall, but honestly, that mall has gone downhill. It's like it's crap. It's nowhere near what it used to be. They got a ugly casino attached to a good chunk of it now. It's like, okay, lovely. I see where your priorities lie. Saskatoon's malls are not in the best state either. Actually, Calgary does have a mall that's doing better. That's further south, but the one near their downtown, that one's dying. Speaking of 3, 2, 1, the chat summit has 1, 2, 3 people in it. Phenomenon America called Dead Mall, where the mall has very little stores and people wandering, remaining, thus feeling dead. Heck, there's a lot of abandoned malls here. It's an urban explorer's paradise. That sounds like a bit of fun, quite a lot of fun. I could go for some nice salted butter pretzel bites. Oh my goodness. Oh, the ads have just started, just as a heads up. So there's a possibility I might have read messages when you're stuck in ads. I'm going to vroom over to the nearest gas station, which is in the mountainous area. There's the mountains over there. I already tush in crisis mode because kids that I remember being born have fucking graduated. Jeez. Automod. Why do you not read, like, the quotations around a chat message? It keeps assuming, name calling, bullying. It's like, it's in quotations! Read the quotations! Automod's been out for blood today. This week. It's like Twitch did something to it to make it more sensitive to everything. So far, Bucket is the only auto-modded. I thought we had two. I thought we had two different people get auto-modded today. The gas station is just around the corner. Both of them buckets so far. Oh, it's Friday where auto-mod was going for my throat. Yeah. All because of an enemy in Zelda. Yeah. Yeah, auto-mod was being really dumb about that. It's like, just certain words tick it off, and it's like, okay, but this word is so obscure. Like, nobody uses this word. Automod just has a crush on me. It's all good. Hey, there we go. We're back from ads. I'll catch up on the messages in a bit. I'm just going to get the vehicle fueled up, and we're going to stand here and see if I can get a picture of the tornado. Nope, it's already beyond the mountains. Alrighty. Okay, there's this phenomenon in America called Dead Mall, where the mall has very little stores and people wandering, remaining, thus feeling dead. A lot of abandoned malls here. Urban Explorer's Paradise. It would be fun to explore. I'm too law-abiding to do that stuff, though. Even though it really would be fun. I have to drive 30 minutes to go to a mall. It's not much of a mall. If you're visiting Bears, stop by the mall. Exactly, Bucket. Full decade on you. Sometimes I give too much existential crisis knowing that there's adults like me from 2007 I accept the fact that I'm getting old. I accept it. Meanwhile, the sectoral leader is just like, well, I'm over 12,000 years old. I've lived longer than your ancestors. Your ancestors' ancestors. So, what was the SCS base getting anyways from the sky? Yeah, rain. Okay, so their thunderstorms changed to rain. That makes sense. You know, I know those weather conditions are RNG. Here, you know what I'm going to do? Add it to permitted words. Because Automod needs to stop harassing me about that. There, now Automod won't bug me about that word anymore. Oh. Most of the malls here are the Outlast outside ones. Big inside ones are slowly dying. I know the one my family went to, it was Lakeland, is still open, but not as busy as it once was. I live in crisis mode because kids that I remember being born have graduated. In fact, my little cousins who are taller than me are now legal drinking age and buying houses. Oh gosh. I already tush in crisis mode because kids are that I remember being born have graduated. In fact, tush little cousins who are Sectoral captain, get the fuck out of here with that. Anyways. It does have a favorite kids TV network because they bleep all the insults, included fool and butthead. Oh, you know, those words were not bleeped out back when I saw these kids shows. So unnecessary. You know, it's because they're doing the overkill censorship stuff. That's why they're more vulnerable towards like that. Make them accept the word but. But is supposed to be a kind of word. All right? My day is usually complete when I get auto-modded at least once. I usually, it's usually when I talk about Buffy and though. Banjo Tooie, Boss Lord, I'm gonna get auto-modded. Nowadays, I guess. 4 a.m. should probably try and get some sleep. Alright, Rikiyu. I hope you have a lovely rest. I hope it's high quality and I hope it goes uninterrupted. All that good stuff. Yep, Automod being all annoyed about Armos, which is a Legend of Zelda series enemy. Twitch, get an education, Twitch. I don't need to know about what obscure language this is considered inappropriate in. I know it by the Legend of Zelda series, so let's not. Bare fists with a 9, which winds up resulting in a blocked attack. And the gun attack goes way past. I pushed this. Oh my goodness. Oh, bare fist 16. A good attack. There we go. Had to Google why. Because the plan is to make you vulnerable. Oh my goodness.
クリスタ、
I figured it'd get angry about that. I figured it'd get angry at that. Because Autobot doesn't know how to read quotation marks. Autobot doesn't understand what quotation marks are. Or maybe it's, or maybe it troubles it. There's only one channel where My Little Pony has censor bleeps, and it's peak comedy. Oh my gosh! The double standard channels that bleep out everything. No one forbid you say button. It's such profanity. I know, right? Like, jeez. I named my news store All the Frills. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, the chase is about to end. I'm gonna smack me for saying butt, or was it behind? Forget what it was. And then after it's abuse an asshole would smack me too. Yep. Oh gosh. Oh, ours is totally fine. If any place has a problem with ours, then I'm not entertaining that place. If you're that strict over words, I'm not interested. Ours is my replacement that I use if I am around kids and I want to say the word ass. I usually replace it with the word arse. There is nothing wrong with that word. It's a nice substitute if you feel the word ass is a little... is like step in the line. Little cousins who are taller than me already drinking. I'm also fairly tall for my age. Not a basketball player tall, but nonetheless, when I go to Canada, I want to go to a bar in Quebec and see the bartender's reaction. He thinks I'm a millennial height only to find out I'm 18. Yeah, there is only certain provinces where it's 18. Otherwise, it's 19. And in the US, who the heck knows? It's like whichever state. It could be as old as 21. The US is all over the place with drinking ages. I don't drink, so I guess it's all non-applicable for me. Full got time now for pudding crap? What the heck? Oh, the others are 19. I'm actually surprised that it's 19 in Saskatchewan. I think Saskatchewan would be a little, a tad more laid back as well. But no. No, fine. Fine by me. Fine by me, I suppose. It is very debatable. Very debatable. So yeah, depends on where we are. Hot dogs for $2.25. Ah, yes. Okay, so we're leaving this chase. And apparently being in the middle of a gigantic tornado only yielded 321 kilometers an hour. So, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're leaving the chase. 321 kilometers an hour. Not bad at all. 14,664. Look at those. Look at all those matching numbers. Oh my goodness. Windows shattered 0. Yep, because my windows are break-proof. Shatterproof. In my 30s, a lot of people think 18 to 25. It's funny, but at the same time, no. Nephews are hitting 18 and they have no common sense. Well, -1. Common sense isn't that common anymore. I won't come back for the rest of the stream. I had fun talking about Canadian stuff. No worries at all. No, it was nice discussing all this stuff. Because there's quite a bit of differences between countries and all that good stuff. Ah! And look at that. I think... Wait. Wait, why did it... Hold on. The lurk function thought you put something sleep-related in there. So it did the sleep thing. What? Why did it do that? Oh, you know what? That is a very old command. It might be because Firebot changed something related to that, so... lurk command... Conditional effects. Something is lagging my computer. Beep, beep, beep. Chat message contains sleep. Chat message contains eeps. Chat message contains rest. Chat message contains bed. Oh. If any of those do. Otherwise, regular lurk message. Wait. But nothing in there actually matched. Oh my goodness. Rest of stream. It took the word rest as, rest as in sleeping. That's what it did. Go figure. Go figure. 5 billion doll hairs. The famous military quote, common sense is not a common virtue. Yep. For the rest of the stream. Oh, lovely. One thinks a clean dish still has food on it. Oh. Tush thinks a clean dish, tush food on it. Okay, good for you, sectoral captain. You know, 18-year-old is mad at myself for not memorizing the 13 original British colonies following the Revolutionary War. Oh my goodness. Well, memorizing and names. Nah, that doesn't work with me. It's not compatible. Oh my gosh. I told myself I'm a trivia nerd. As if my conversation for the past hour didn't give it away. Over and out. Just remember not to say over and out on a radio. It'll drive them nuts. What do you mean over and out? Are you expecting a response or you're not expecting a response? It's like... That's like one of the replies somebody may say over the radio. Because one means one and then the other means the other. Oh my goodness. Actually, the fact that some radio things use the 10-4 thing too, it's like, well, yeah, I guess 10-4 is a code for acknowledged in some areas, but in aviation, it is the word acknowledged. Over and out, looks to the sky. Ah. One hint for the original U.S. territories. Spanish Florida was not one of them. Yeah, no, I'm not good with names. Said out and over. Of course, with me, if I was processing that stuff, I would take the word out, and that would override everything. Oh, you're not expecting a response. Okay, bye. But yeah. Oh, also, train. You don't do over and out. Because train also, they also use the same terminator for sentences and that. Why specifically? Do you want to be a radio operator? My last name is Overran. It will finally be correct to hear over the radio, Overran. Oh my gosh. T800, T1000. Oh, the trains? I'm so used to operating trains by unit number. Oh, Terminator. Okay. Because we've had such amazing games, I think we'll do another one. I think we will sneak in a bit of nukes, but we've had some really amazing chases. I was not expecting that tornado to intensify and become gigantic as it went right at us. That was a really cool direct hit. We've had 2 direct hits today. That tornado is amazing. I love that. Also, it started out as a fast tornado scenario, and then I noticed the storms actually slowed down in their momentum. And the tornado also downgraded to a fungal for a bit. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a picture while it was doing that. That would have been bonus income for us. And then it touched down again. And yeah, it wasn't moving as fast. Pretty cool. I don't like this, but I like this. This one over here is already behaving a little suspicious. Do we have a west to east scenario? Absolutely not. We have a heading towards the northeast scenario. So we might be able to catch a tornado if we go up here. With our net. Okay. The energy's decent. Oh. Or maybe we don't have an environment for tornado at all over there. This storm here could develop something. Yeah. You know what I should do while we're for this last one? Maybe instead of a chase, we will just chill in a spot and we'll watch the tornado or sorry, the thunderstorm arrive. Unless an opportunity gets too close. It smells like there's food. I sort of want to sneak in a quick BRB for some food. No, let's go down to Bakersville. Not down this road. We'll watch from Bakersville. That way we can have a little BRB screen that's also entertaining. Have storms happen. And hopefully a tornado will not head right at us while we're watching. I can watch from inside the vehicle and just put the lock on. Or sorry, the anchor on. Where's the road to Bakersville? Oh, there it is. Okay, not bad. There, now we can watch our fun little storm approach. If he went towards Hopfield, we might actually be a good chase spot. Well, this is the gas station, so we'll chill here and watch. We're not having to worry about having to go to bed early, since I don't work tomorrow. I keep thinking, I don't want to work tomorrow, and then remember not having to work. Yes, it's a nice reminder though. Okay, we're gonna turn off the engine, and we will chill here with the anchor just in case. I'm going to do a quick BRB, and we're gonna stay on this scene while we do the BRB. See if any storms arrive. A little storm watching. For those of you on YouTube, I will segment the BRB timestamp here. And that way you can skip to when the action is back if you want. As in having my birthday off of Thursday is a great bonus. Pay-wise, yeah, that's gonna hurt. But I have a tiny vacation. It's nice to have a little break. I love how the game layer is now muted again. Did it not unmute itself earlier? We get nukes and nukes. we might get to nuke the ghost into a juicer. I think that's the nukes and nukes right there. All right, I will be back in just a bit. I'm doing a food check. All that good stuff. In a bit. Okay, so I am back, but we're gonna watch this storm because food check was definitely a success. There's definitely food. Ate some food, chat, chill. At least I should be extra good at keeping up with chat now. And my birthday off is a great bonus. I didn't even read that part. I didn't even read that part of the sentence. Welcome back, Aqua. We've got even more legends here. Gonna try to sleep. All right, Omega. Have a lovely rest. Sectoral Captain, you're not allowed to lurk. Go into tush to sleep. Okay, Sectoral Captain. Whatever you say. Sectoral Captain, what the heck? All of the hugs. Wait, 118 hugs? 18 hugs. That's ones and eights right there. I was about to say, wait a minute, Jay's not going to sleep. He doesn't have to work tomorrow. I still have it in the concepts phase. The streamer catch thing that was being discussed on the channel. Oh, almost had it. Almost. Those two letters are right beside each other.
That
I didn't get up until 3 a.m. Eastern. I woke up at like 11. Oh gosh. But fell back asleep. I didn't get push until 3 a.m. Eastern. Well, Sectoral Captain, if you, I guess that's how long it took for you to find Dimenda then. I woke tush like 11. Okay. A tush awakening then, right? There's the Krista hug. Dang, look at the storm. What's going on with this map anyways? Whoa! Hey, if we were a little further south, it is possible we might be in danger. Hey! I had a feeling this cell would take off. So yeah, that would have been a good area to chase in this scenario. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, you guys. We're gonna move the camera over here because apparently there's a possible tornado over there. So imagine if I BRB'd for a little longer. I'd be gone, and then you guys would just see in this window here. You just see this tornado fade in from the difficult to see, and it just go like right over us. Here, you know what? To make this even more rewarding and possibly entertaining, I'm gonna place a probe out here in case the tornado does come knocking. There. Okay, now we're gonna go back in the vehicle and continue eating our food. There go the tornado sirens. We're almost right in the middle of the cone, by the way, so, apparently the tornado is close enough that we can see it. I don't see it, but... No, I caught it. Why not? Yeah, you got Greased that hug. He adores the hug. At 10%, though, is pretty difficult to trigger, it seems. Oh! That's where the tornado went. I'm in too many chats once again. Oh, no. There it goes. We got to just chill at a gas station and watch a tornado go by. Did I report this? Oh, yeah, I already did. Pretty sure I did. There it goes. It's heading off to Grasslands Park. All right. Now we're back to watching this. Some nice storm aesthetics for this last not really a chase. It's more like admire the thunderstorm. Admire the thunderstorm, but also tornado says hi. But yeah, the idea, the concept that I was entertaining was it was like a streamer catch idea instead of pokey catch, where you're like trying to catch streamers. And everybody would have a little array of people they've caught. And then there'd be another option. There'd be an option to volunteer yourself as a catchable person. Keep in mind, it is only in the it was only in the concept phase. Also, the tornado actually did get close enough to register on our probe. There's a little line down in the bottom left corner of the proximity detector. Chicken fried rice with oven roasted carrots. Sliced carrots. No, wait, pan fried. And the pork chop was oven roasted. There we go. So once our little storm gazing adventure is over here. Oh wow, that tornado really was gone just like that. I was just turning the engine on so that we could... I'll just turn on the engine so we could turn the vehicle around. Watch the storm leave. Alright, we'll pick up the probe. If we placed it a little further up there, we actually could have gotten a very easy intercept there. Oh wow, I did a good job at backing up. I actually stopped right at the curb. That's not how close to the cement slab I'd get. I'd leave myself a little distance. Now we can watch everything leave. I'll just eat up here. Yeah, minus the carrots. But that's a texture taste issues for me. Oh, these carrots are not, they're not soft. They still got a crunch to them. A nice crunch. Pan cooked. Oh, pan fried. If you guys haven't hydrated in a while, now's actually a pretty good time to do that. Oh, geez, I wasn't paying attention. I think my Pixie tab rated out a while ago. Now I'm all over the place. Ooh. I see a few places I don't mind chilling out. Let me drop a lurk in these plays. What the heck, Twitch? Why is everything broken again? Oh right. It's Twitch. Things broken on Twitch? No way. Never heard of it. There's a lot of veggies I just can't stand the taste of or texture. Taste especially because I have a strong sense of taste and smell, and it's rough. Oh, carrots? It also depends on the region you get the carrots from. Also, the carrots with that taste like chlorine? No thanks. If I like chlorine that much, then I don't have a very good lifespan ahead of me. Yeah. I think our dog had a, our dog winded up encountering a carrot with a chlorine taste to it, and she stopped liking carrots for a while because she didn't trust them. Eventually, we got her back to trusting them, but we were making sure that she was having the sweet carrots that we get up here, because our carrots have a a little bit of a little touch of sweetness to them because of the soil. Pouring carrots? Yeah, no thanks. That was probably why I didn't like carrots when I was younger. Yeah, you can tell the carrots are from Canada when you have that nice sweetness to them. There's this touch, this touch of sweetness. I'm having rice too, so every once in a while a rice grain really wants to go towards my lungs instead. Carrots here, can't explain the taste, just makes me gag. Oh. Do we have another wave of storms heading towards us? Nope, all the fun's over there now. Our winds are up over here, though. I actually have... There's actually a little dessert here, too. Usually, usually we stick to supper, but sometimes... Every once in a while, something a little more rewarding. All of the lightning. Actually, that's an interesting part about some of the storms we get, too. It's always the back of the storm where you see a lot more of the lightning. I actually don't like coffee flavored either. That is something that I'm just like, yeah, no. Ah, our chase is about to end. Now we get to watch the storm leave. I joke around. I joke around that some of these storms have nice looking butts because it's always the backside of the storm that has all the really cool lightning. Just like how a lot of us joke about tornadoes having nice curves. Because sometimes tornadoes do have nice curves. That's a curve. I don't know what it is about weather and it bringing out like the dirty mind in people. Once this chase ends, we will be switching over to nukes. This is sort of like a soft BRB. Where we just do some storm gazing and catching up on food while I do that. Plus, I wanted to have this food while it was a good temperature. It's not the same if you have to reheat it in the microwave. Because it's so easy. It's a little too easy, it seems, with some of the things that happen. Jeez. What was that? There. We can storm gaze from here. The weather just knows what it wants. Oh, much better view from out here. Now that it stopped raining, I feel like I could be out here. I mean, one of the reasons why we camped in the vehicle earlier, you saw how close that tornado got. That sometimes happens. Look at that lawn in Florida. Just had cereal as a snack, came upstairs. The cat just looks at me from my bed like, you better not come here, human. The cat's bed. But my VTuber is still lagging. Surely there's still something left in this scenario. Nope. All the action has left. Oh, wait. But this storm is eating the energy. It's doing something. No action. Oh, this was a storm gaze in session. Although if we drove a little down that road, we probably could have put down a probing gun and intercept. Should have replaced that action with tush. Yeah. So tush. Hey, look, we earned 620 from that. Oh my goodness. All right. That actually wasn't a bad scenario overall. It's just food. We were doing food things. I was doing food things. A nice relaxing glance to the storms. And me remembering to unmute the game audio before I did that. It didn't auto-unmute again, so I'm wondering if we have a same problem with things not being in caps lock. Watch storm with no ambient noise. Alright, well. That was Outbrk.